Dogs-TheMiniOne, and today's review is... 1 second, please. Sorry, hon, but I can't have you running around shoving game discs up Cora's butt, or anyone else's butt for that matter. So you're going to stay in here until you calm down, and if you don't, I'll have to start making cuts, now won't I? See? That's a good hubby. Now shut up! I have a review to do! Now where was I? Oh yes, today's review is Cats and Dogs.
That's right, Cats and Dogs, released by Warner Brothers back in 2001. And it was so cute and adorable! Look at the cat's paws and the dog's bellies. I want to scratch it. Oh my god, so fucking freaky too.
So without further delays, just 1 second. I swear to God, I will cut you. Let's begin the review.
So our movie begins none other than a CG newspaper being delivered before a cat decides to play with it, when suddenly a dog charges right at it like a stupid bitch. When said stupid bitch runs right into the world's most bouncy trees. 'Cause yeah, that's how fucking physics works. The chase continues some more with collateral damage in the triple digits. Oh, and don't forget obvious joke of cat being outside a glass sliding door and dog hitting it.
I guess those Crows the Windex commercials weren't fucking around.
So our dog is kidnapped by cats, a free candy van. I don't know about you, but I find the shot of the dog in the window being pulled down very creepy. Just to truly emphasize the rape and molestation those cats are doing to it. This whole event is witnessed by several dogs reported to the MI6 of the doggy world, who quickly get a backup plan together just as the opening titles begin. As the titles finish, we soon learn that several trained Great Dane puppies are to replace a Farmer Beagle's puppies, which was so cute and adorable!
No, this isn't the time to find things cute.
Want to know why the Beagles were being replaced with Dane agents? Well, because the dogs need an inside agent to protect them from cats.
Oh, there's a reason, but it will come later.
And how the fuck is the dog using a buzzsaw? So the Dane puppies replace the Beagles.
Am I a good boy?
Sir, yes, sir!
Don't get dog bite us.
So the farmer introduces the mother to the litter. And how the hell does he just accept this?
They've really changed in size and color and breed.
No fucker, is this stupid?
The entire litter just changed into an entirely different breed. How stupid are you fucking dick?
So Lou, our last beagle who is hiding in the hay, gets noticed and soon adopted by the mother.
Quick, now feed it a block of cheese! Oh, sorry. That's a story from my hon's childhood.
So the mother brings home Lou to a very disappointed boy, thinking that his dog will come back still.
Oh, son, your dog is dead.
We are then greeted by Jeff Goldblum playing the father, and taking way too much interest in that dog.
God damn. At least take to dinner first. The dog is underage, dude.
So the boy leaves the dog outside, which gets a supply drop. However, it turns out to be a bomb by the cats, and Lou can thank
Butch.
Oh god, I can't take Charlie Or that's Alec Baldwin. He really had a dark period, didn't he?
Nah, I'm calling him Alec, because it is so obviously not Charlie Sheen. Takes him to the doghouse and explains Jeff Goldblum for the past several years has been developing a dog allergy cure and the cats don't want that. I find it funny that this whole time, Lou, who keeps saying cool and what's this and that, and almost getting blown up from a dog biscuit, is not a sure sign that he isn't an agent trained from HQ, but these dogs are so blind to it. So Butch introduces Lou to the team. First Peek, the tech doggo comes up in a trash can using computers. Imagine if someone came up down the alley and was like,
"The fuck is that, cuz?"
Finally, we are introduced to Sam, played by the late Michael Clark Duncan,
Request permission to pant heavily, sir.
who shows off his impressive barrel roll skills. So finally, Butch and his gang learn that Lou is not an agent for the dogs, because he played with his tail.
Yeah, because it wasn't so obvious the way he was saying cool and whoa. If he was a goddamn trained special dog agent, he would have had a general idea of these things and seen them before.
That's right. Holy chill.
We then finally meet our villain of the movie, Mr. Tinkles,
Did the puppy fall for my clever trap?
which most times is a CG cat in most of the movie, which at times is goddamn painful. But due to this beautiful voice belonging to Sean Hayes,
Is the puppy alive or not? Well,
And his reactions, he just becomes fucking awesome! Let's not forget John Lovitz playing a stupid second in command.
yes? Why is the game afoot?
I mean, no.
Ah, excellent.
Every shot of these two together is just amusing as hell. Oh, look, a Siamese!
No, stop that inner cat lady.
Anywho, Mr. Tinkles isn't pleased by the fact another dog has been adopted by the Goldblum's family. Either that or he wants to kill his maid. But for me, it's this freaky shot of a CG cat laughing. Either way, Butch has his work cut out for him, so he figures why the hell not and shows Lou the history of cats and dogs.
Now try not to get a smile on your face when hearing this.
A human will read them and tell you that ancient people worshipped cats. But in reality, they were ruled by them. Some evil cat named Shanak Akamon, he forced them to build pyramids, monuments, generally treated them like they were his litter box.
This entire desert is my litter box. What? Oh, priceless.
After the history lesson, Lou gets another visit from Goldblum, which you guessed it, is him sniffing the dog again. Jesus fucking Christ, Jeff, at least set the mood or ask him out first.
God, gotta sniff the ones you love, right?
So Mr. Tinkles sends in the ninjas, a bunch of cats flying in to kill Lou and steal the formula. Would you believe one of these cats is played by Billy West? Yeah, imagine hearing Fry's voice now. Something else, dogs have a very good sense of smell. Are you telling me Lou couldn't smell any of the cats climbing around? Or are these cats that pro in Splinter Cell? Funny how their night vision has to point out that Lou is a dog, even though you can clearly see that he is.
What's his power level?
So Lou somehow does kung fu or some sort of martial arts at the most perfect time to counter the ninja cats, thanks to Butch's communication. However, Lou gets overconfident and loses. Jeff and the family hear the noise and come down to punish Lou, but not before the ninjas bug the phone and fly away. Butch then puts Lou down for acting cocky and being a child.
This isn't about code names, little boys, or making friends. It's about guarding that lab. Nothing else.
However, that doesn't stop him from meeting Ivy, a former dog agent played by Susan Sarandon,
You're a little small for an agent. Shouldn't you be busy having fun?
who is doing something very good to my ovaries, and something very good to Lou as well.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh.
You dirty bitch, Ivy.
Anyway, Goldblum pulls the "of course I'll be your soccer tryouts" cliche and doesn't even remember it.
Soccer.
Oh! 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 I forgot.
Hey, at least he isn't as bad as Robin Williams in Flubber. Come on, man. 3 times. For shame.
So the boy tells his mom he didn't make it.
What about your father? What did the coach say?
He says the trash for the girls' team are on Monday.
Damn, this coach is fucked up. I respect that. Down to earth. None of this, at least you tried, trophy shit.
So Butch and Ivy flirt with each other about their past.
He's just a puppy, Butch. He doesn't know what he's getting himself into.
Well, forgive me for not teaching him the finer points of getting his belly scratched. Now, I have a job to do.
I don't seem to recall you complaining when you got your belly scratched. Under the moon, before a mission, you'd call me lamb chop, and then you'd blush whenever I called you liver snap.
This is a kid's movie, right?
Finally back to Mr. Tinkles giving his owner, God, I hope he's happy and not having a really good wet dream. Fuck. Gotta love how Mr. Tinkles' second command is hiding in the waste container.
Ow!
Tinkles isn't happy about the ninjas, and that Tinkles is
Trying to take over the world!
yes, of course, which now forces Tinkles to send in the Russian. So the mother almost runs over a gray, adorable, beautiful purring cat and decides to take it home to love, hug, pet, and Jesus, that cat has the most glorious voice and extensive hairball inventory.
I'm on to you, kitty, and you're in big trouble.
I think not, baby puppy. It is you who is in trouble.
Come on, lady, that dog did not take a colossal shit.
Stealth poop.
So Lou and Butch get into the house in the basement while the Russian cat is planting explosives on the lab door.
What do they know? I work hard, bring home the meow mix. Boom.
That is one hell of a hairball. Gotta love this whole standoff with the Russian throwing knives and shit, with the stupid cartoon sound effects. Oh, and the best part is when the mother comes home looking for her phone, and not once looks to the right to see the damage done to her living room, or the cat wielding all the weapons and knives. So the fight ends with a cat getting knocked out by the lab door and Goldblum getting another good whiff of Lou.
Oh, bulbous. It's a breakthrough.
Even he doesn't see the damage, even though his lab door is right across from the living room. Maybe he's so high on something Lou he can't see straight. Anyway, the mom comes back and can't find the cat she just brought home, and just assumes he jumped out the open window. The cat is brought into questioning when Lou finally plays with the boy.
Come on! I have the ball now! Come on, you can't get it from me!
And goes, "Feral!" and bounces the most bounciest soccer ball, destroying Goldblum's hard work. Or did they? No, of course not. In fact, it causes him to discover the cure. He then gets one last good sniff of Lou.
Get it.
Yes, excellent. We can finally be together. With benefits.
Of course, Mr. Tinkles isn't happy about this at all. So when the maid comes in to give him a cute maid outfit, he finally snaps and begins to put his plan into full motion.
Now you can look just like me.
No, I think not, Sophie. Those days are through. What's the matter, Large Marge? Cat got your tongue?
Oh!
Lock her in the closet. We must remain on schedule. Our day has come!
Which is pretending to be his master and going to his company and firing all his employees.
Effective immediately. You are all fired. That's right. Fired! Go home now. Do not ask why. You have no one to blame but yourself. Unless, of course, you have a dog. Then you can blame him.
Gotta love the fact that no one questions the driving skills of his driver. Oh, and the fact that after firing everyone, he says cats rule.
I guess everyone's been taking their stupid pills.
So Mr. Tinkles sends Goldblum's son a letter telling him he won tickets to the big game, even though his mother mentions what contest he won? What is wrong with these people and their stupidity?
Is this the right place?
Yeah, where are all the tailgaters?
Dad, it's an exhibition game.
So after practically begging his father to take them, he reluctantly takes them.
Because being a father is so much trouble, isn't it, Goldblum? Guess you shouldn't have kept your dick out then, huh?
The family goes to an empty stadium and assumes that a major game wouldn't be packed, and is so blinded by a cardboard cutout man.
I'm sorry, didn't catch it. Hello.
No charge for you!
I love the fact that Goldblum tries to throw the gas back, but drops it. Lou is finally made an agent. Oh, but Mr. Tinkle's second command delivers a badly filmed tape to him to ruin the mood, showing his family's been kidnapped.
You are to bring the formula and all notes regarding Professor Brody's research to the 9th Street Pier at midnight. If you refuse, well, they will be put to sleep.
Thus, Butch and Lou go to the dog equivalent of the UN, and a vote is reached.
Minutes ago, in a dramatic late-night session, the World Council voted to sacrifice the Brody family to ensure our ability to safeguard humanity against the great cat threat forever.
Fuck the humans! We need the cure! They had their chance. But this doesn't sit with Lou, who gives up his agent tag and somehow manages to load the cure and all its notes on a wagon to deliver it to Mr. Tinkles. Butch finds out and rushes to the pier where Lou is having the meeting to find out he's too late. But that's okay. Ivy somehow bugged the car with the tracker and the group heads to Mr. Tinkles' hideout, but not before Mr. Tinkles reveals to the Goldblum's family that they can talk and that he reversed his cure and made it a disease to make people allergic to dogs.
Thereby breaking the bond between a boy and his dog.
No, wait.
Lower the cage!
Now remember this scene, because this boy should be allergic to dogs. Don't worry, I'll put it away for safekeeping.
So Mr. Tinkles reveals his plans the Hitler-Stalin way.
Hellman Fury!
Which is of course spraying all the rats with the disease and having them spread it everywhere in the world. Even going over a pamphlet with them. Because all leaders who try to take over the world have one.
So if you open your world domination pamphlets to page 3, I will show you.
You are to enter into the sewers and, using the maps provided in Appendix B, you will make your way across the nation. Half of you will infiltrate homes, infecting every human in sight, while the other half, turn the page, will stow away on planes, boats, and dirigibles to infect every corner of the world.
I love the scene where this cat is cheering the rats on, but suddenly grabs one and eats one. So quick and dark that you can't hear the fact that one of the rats shouts out, "He ate Gary."
What?
So Lou and Butch stop the rats and set the place ablaze, while Lou saves his family. Now here comes the scene I mentioned. This kid is infected with a disease that makes him allergic to dogs. See? So how come he's not sneezing now? Did he miraculously become immune? Was it a fluke? Or was the disease not perfected? Could you imagine how embarrassing this would be to Mr. Tingles if his plan came to fruition, only to find out the disease is just a fluke? So Mr. Tingles gets hit by a snow cannon.
Hey, you! What's that?
And the factory blows up. Lou is assumed dead. But cause this is a kid's movie, he's alive! And lives to be a puppy with his family and not an agent. Oh, and Mr. Tingles gets taken away to the maid's sister's house and forced to try on clothes forever. And that's Cats and Dogs. It really isn't as bad as it could be and had a lot of moments that made me giggle. And I do love the fact that there are use of CG, real dogs, and puppet dogs. But the plot is just silly and over the top with many questions. Not to mention this movie barely even is close to an hour-and-a-half movie. So it goes rather quickly.
I'm the mini one and... No. I feel a disturbance. Let the hate flow through you, Cora. It will only make you stronger. I don't really want to go to the glowing sea yet because that frightens me, but I do want to explore some of it. I might end up doing that just on my own. There's a lot to explore in this game. A lot of places to find nearby other things, which are great.